Hello and welcome to Portent Kast. I am Lila, your dungeon keeper and host. The Portent Kast is a queer and female and non-binary actual play show where we will be playing TTRPGs of all sorts. You are tuning into episode 20 of A Parlous Voyage. We're almost towards the end. But you can keep updated with everything we do TTRPGs over on Twitter. You can watch episode clips over on our TikTok. And if you want to keep updated with episodes every single week on Saturday at 6 p.m. PST, you can go ahead and hit that subscription button below. But without further ado, let's get our cast in here.
I was waiting for my internet to load a little bit, but hi, I'm Kristen and I play Vernon.
Hi, I'm Star and I play Mariana, and you're a natural 20 in my eyes.
Hi, I'm Carolee and I'm playing Talara, and everyone thinks I'm dead.
Hello, I'm Ezra and I play Ether.
Hi, I'm Helen. I play Narissa, and I'm a natural 1 in my own eyes. Ew.
No.
Boo! Boo!
I'm kidding. I just had to play off of what Star said.
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I play Seraphina.
And let's set sail into this week's episode of A Parlous Voyage. The crew of the Golden Rose, while on the hunt for the next clue, found themselves in a terrible storm before everyone on board began to fall asleep as they had entered the magical part of the Laurel Ocean known as the Chimera Broom. The party shared a wonderfully strange dream where they were sitting at a fine dining table where they were sharing a feast amongst the clouds before a few of the crew began to see everything turn in a horrific way. While arguing what was going on, Ether unlocked a door that allowed the party to awake from their dream, only to realize their ship had washed ashore onto a small island. You all began to investigate the island before you stumbled upon a small stone hut with a small statue of the Princess of Hell's Reverie, the patron of misfortune and nightmares. The statue allowed you to go into the basement of the hut, where you were told to give your mind to her impression, assuming you had to fall asleep to continue. You all laid down before entering the plane of dreams, where you began in a grueling trial. We pick up as 5 of the main party have succeeded the trials thus far: a trapped room that required a keen eye or a large ego to pass, and then a test of endurance and athleticism to escape a petrifying mist. Narissa, Seraphina, Vernon, Mariana, and Ether, you all sit or stand on the ledge that sits at least 100 feet up from where you were first standing, as you reel from the fact that Talara has just been shattered on the floor below you. You cannot see the floor below you, as the mist is now level with the floor there and seems to be stagnant.
Narissa's crying.
Ether is like standing and like looking down. And then it's gonna like blink for a little bit, and then it's gonna go over and like try to comfort Narissa the best that they can.
Narissa, darling, it's okay. I don't think Talara's actually dead. I think it's just worst case scenario, she might just be at the beginning of the previous chamber.
I dropped her and she shattered.
I know, but remember what the riddle said.
I dropped her and she shattered.
But the riddle was saying
Narissa,
be reset course. I don't think she actually died.
look at me. And it's like gonna like cup her face. We are not in our bodies. That's not there. We are not in our body. Meaning, if something did happen to her here, we might have just gone back to her body.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot we're not in our bodies. Damn, I forgot about that.
It's very weird. Yeah, and it's still kind of like looking down, kind of like, even though it's very, very unlikely, part of them still kind of hopes that like she's just down there, just kind of looking down.
Can I cast Sending once I awaken back at my body?
Sure.
Can I use Sending to send a message to Narissa?
Okay. What do you say?
Hey, I'm back at my body. I'm all good. I'll hang out here.
Okay. You get that around this time.
Narissa just lets out like the biggest fucking sigh of relief. All of the tension goes out of her shoulders. It's like, oh my god, hi. And that's it. Just, oh my god, hi.
Okay. The five of you stand on the ledge, and you see that there is another archway with another set of doors. Narissa, it reads, "Your next trial lies beyond a field of corpses. To shield from the decay, you must not delay."
Hang on, your next trial lies beyond a field of corpses.
Mm-hmm. To shield from the decay, you must not delay.
Alright.
Do we book it?
I think we book it.
Okay. Do you open the door?
We open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see a very long room that extends far beyond your sight. And filling the room are hundreds of dead bodies with a small path down the middle. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws as the scent of decay becomes so overwhelming.
Right.
If I'm dead, does that help at all?
No.
It's a question? Okay.
That's a 4 plus whatever my con is.
Okay.
I also rolled a 4 for a 5.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
I also got a 16.
I got a 15.
Okay. Content warning sickness, Helen, just so you know.
Thank you.
Yep.
You.
You guys all begin to breathe in this stench, and you both, Narissa and Vernon, are very sick.
Yep.
What do you guys do?
I think we have to run through this, guys.
Yeah, do I see that Narissa's not feeling that great?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Grab her hand, booking it.
Okay.
Running.
Yep.
Just so we
I
don't
got
have to
Vernon
go through
going
initiative,
first.
we're just gonna do a skill check kind of a thing, okay?
Yep.
Remember when you were running through another jungle? What that is. Okay. So, at the start, you guys are running. You guys are gonna be running as slow as your slowest person, so you guys will only be running 60 feet around, unless somebody wants to go ahead and, like, book through.
I think we'll stay together unless something happens. Because do we have anything to make our slowest people faster?
I don't.
I have the potion of speed.
We might want to use that.
That's-
Yeah, but do you actually have that? Because, like, that's physical?
Pretty sure Maria.
I think
Rue wouldn't.
We still have our stuff.
Yeah, you guys still have your stuff.
I think
Yeah.
maybe hold off on it for now until like see if we
yeah,
run through. if
because
it becomes a
that
thing.
still leaves me at 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 30 feet.
Okay.
I think Ether and I just have cutting action, which lets us go faster, just in that
I
aspect
have
of it.
expeditious retreat.
How many people can you cast that on?
Sorry, let me look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm looking.
I would have looked, but my roll 20's not up because
You can cast it on one person. It's a concentration spell.
Me and Narissa.
You can cast
So
it on
you
one
can cast it on
person,
one
a
person.
single person.
Oh,
Actually,
cool.
it only allows you to cast it on yourself.
cool.
It's a self spell.
That makes sense. Yeah, and it's a bonus action. I remember looking at it, I believe.
Well, if you cast it on yourself, I can hold actually Seraphina, and then Ether can hold Narissa,
Yeah,
and then
I
we can
can-
use our cunning action to dash as our movements. Which would, and so if we do action, movement, dashing, that would put me and Ether at 90 feet.
If you're carrying someone, it takes you down to half movement.
That's still 45. That's still half of what it would be. That's still
Yeah,
bigger
But
than what
if
it
you're
would be.
moving by yourself,
Barely,
you guys
it's
are moving 60 feet around. If you guys are dashing and using your movement, if you're carrying
would say it would
someone,
be
you're
less.
just using. It's using
Yeah.
less. You don't get as far.
True. I guess because you guys will be using dash as your movement, as your
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll just go. I
Okay,
guess.
so you guys begin running. You guys get 60, and then you guys continue running until you guys begin to see as let me roll this real quick. As you see, as 4 of the bodies begin to animate into zombies, like 10 feet in front of you guys. Is there anything you guys are doing immediately?
Vortex warp.
Okay, I gotta look what that does.
It's the last spell on my second spell slot, I believe.
Yeah, I just gotta look at it and find it because I accidentally deleted or actually got rid out of your character sheet.
I know I wasn't expecting to use spells this early either, so I was like,
Oh my gosh, roll 20, please.
And I'm gonna use my Eyes of the Grave ability to be able to like detect undead separate from dead, so we can kind of get like an alert if something's gonna pop up.
Okay.
great.
What's the radius on that?
You just have the ability to sense the present 60 feet.
Okay. All the bodies around you are considered undead.
Shit. Okay, cool.
Oh God.
No.
Okay, they need to make a con save.
Unless willing.
They're not willing. Excuse me. Okay, they fail. Or the one fails because you can only do it to one person, unless you want to cast it at a higher level. Actually, you don't have higher level spell slots.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't have high level spell slots.
Okay, you cast it. That teleports it away a bit. Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
I think I've got my sword ready to slash as we get closer.
Okay.
Ether shooting.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. The 1 and the 7 look very similar. That's 15.
Hit.
Hell yes. Uh, 8 damage. 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And it's just trying to go.
Okay. I'll say that's what you guys can do for the round. You guys continue moving forward. You guys move to kind of where now only 3 of them are, but they're going to go ahead and do slam attacks.
Since I was ready with my sword, can I slash up before they're able to, or no?
You can roll an attack. You can't just. It will be kind of simultaneously. 2 of them don't hit. 1 of them hits. Let me roll to see who it hits. It hits Narissa for
Not my babe.
I did get a natural 20. Hehehe.
Uh-oh, Biscadio.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it goes and slams you, kind of like
Hellish
moving you
rebuke.
into. Okay.
And
what
so you
did
said
you-
13?
Yeah, 13. And what did you roll for your attack, Star?
I got a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And for Hellish Rebuke,
I need to make a
you have
dex.
to make, yeah.
11. I love minuses in a dex. It's so fun.
You, or whichever one hit me,
Mhm.
takes 9 points of thunder damage.
Kind of reels
then-
back from that.
And I
Are
did
they
12
still
points of piercing.
Are they still up? All of them?
The one that Mariana swiped and that was the same one that Ether had hit, that one's dead. I do need oh wait, not something. How much damage did it take, sorry, Mariana?
12.
Okay, it succeeds. It, you see it goes to like wither away, but then pops back up.
Like a daisy?
A little bit, yeah, like an undead daisy.
Sarah,
But not a
is-
cute one like Mariana.
Mariana points at it like that Spider-Man meme. Hopefully we point at each other and then I try to run past it.
Seraphina's gonna cast Magic Missile on the 2 remaining ones, or
There's 3 now. There's still 3.
okay,
because the other one
on
popped
each
back up.
one then.
'Kay.
Narissa would like to shoot at the one that she hellish rebuked.
Okay, you can do so. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 28 to hit.
For sure.
I love
They all
having a
take,
plus 10.
They all take 4 damage from my darts.
Okay. The one that had just popped back up actually falls down.
And that one takes 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Does she get to do her second arrow?
Yeah, you see as it goes down and then puts itself back up.
It's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Fuck yes, thank you, Vernon. In this moment, Narissa loves Vernon. It also takes 12 points of damage.
Alrighty, and then that one actually falls dead. There's only one remaining, but you guys continue moving forward. That one's going to take an opportunity attack at someone that doesn't hit. Top of the round. Let's see. You see ahead of you about 10 more pop up around you. I'll say just everyone just roll me. Okay, everyone just roll me a d20, and we'll see how fast the rounds go. Basically, we just need a group succession on each round to see what happens.
Just a flat d20?
Yeah, just a flat d20.
That's a lovely 10.
16.
15.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay. Overall, a group success. I'll say, Ether, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage during that, but you guys are able to pick off a few of them. The other ones are still kind of beginning to chase behind. But you guys continue forth. 2 more zombies in front of you pop up. Roll another set of d20s.
On thoughts.
But that's a 5.
11.
I got an 18.
13.
And what did Seraphina get?
19.
Okay. All of you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you guys were only able to move 30 feet during that round. As the majority of you guys failed the group check.
I'm so sad because I was at 69 hit points.
Oh, that's so sad.
How many points did we take of damage?
5 points of bludgeoning. Go ahead and...
Could Narissa do cure wounds on herself?
You can do it in the next round if you would like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That just means you just don't do any damage to the other zombies or whatever. But okay,
Yeah.
next round, another group roll of d20s.
17.
19.
15.
10.
15 as well.
Okay, you guys are all doing pretty good. Narissa, you can cast that Cure Wounds on yourself. Vernon, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you guys are running through. You guys still get another 60 feet. You see that as you continue going, more zombies begin popping up kind of like in front and behind you guys and stuff. You guys are just running through now like a horde of zombies. Another set of d20s.
Oh no, we're in Train to Busan.
Natural 20.
That's a 1.
Okay.
14.
Frozen.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Skettios.
You all take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from that, as multiple are they're all beginning to surround you. You guys aren't able to move much. You moved like 15 feet. Oh,
Oh, no.
Hello? Okay.
hi.
Hi.
Also, Carolee's gone too.
It's crashing again. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta figure out Carolee first. I don't want the loading screen to be up on stuff.
That was such a moment too, because Lindsay just said she got a natural 20 and then I got a natural 1.
Yeah, I was like,
No.
that sets you guys off so far. There's basically like 0, and then everyone's like, I was like, oh god, you guys failed bad.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no, how did everyone
yeah,
else do?
Everyone basically failed.
I ate. I had to eat.
Sorry, Lindsay. We all
We saw your natural 20 and said fuck you.
She did like the worst the round before, and we were like, damn, we gotta fall down, guys. And then Serafina was like, yay!
We gotta make Serafina feel better.
And then we did it too good.
We all tripped over ourselves. There she goes.
I disconnected her.
Oh, okay.
God, the describing of the scary and the gross stuff is making my tummy feel scary and gross.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Hi, hello, you're back. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, you guys are only able to move like 15 feet through the horde. Another set of d20s.
And I Eldritch Blast to help.
This is just an effect of how much damage you guys are doing and whatnot. It's just a fast way to do initiative.
Gotcha.
16.
11.
4.
13.
Oh no, Star's frozen.
Star is frozen. It's okay, we can reroll.
She was like bitch slapping her dice. Like
Hello, Star, what'd you roll?
13.
Okay. You all take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but you guys are able to move 30 feet. Another round of d20s, please.
Can I uncanny dodge these attacks?
Sure.
Oh. Just to take 2, I guess half the damage.
11.
I push Vernon into the zombies as they come at me.
That's why I keep failing. Mariana keeps pushing me.
We started off so well.
Jesus.
We started off so well. What happened?
So well with Clara already dead.
You guys all take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Yep.
as the horde begins to surround you guys.
Can I second wind?
Sure. On the next round you can.
Okay.
Another
Just
set
imagine
of
all of our characters just
d20s.
screaming.
You guys like can't move anymore. Like you are being surrounded by a horde of zombies.
Okay.
So we have to take action.
I want to shoot just a path. Like trying just to shoot a path.
Okay,
so
your
that people-
d20 roll will determine how well you do.
19.
Oh god.
18.
13.
I got my daggers out and I'm like,
13.
13!
Okay? You all still take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but you guys are able to kind of make some headway through the horde. Another set of d20s.
With this one, can Nursa use Cure Wounds again?
Sure.
you.
The natural 20.
Also a natural 20.
4.
15.
Okay. You guys, Mariana and Ether begin shooting and hitting as many zombies as possibly can. You see they're popping back up, and Mariana just takes them out. And then you guys continue running and running. You are able to get through a majority of the horde, but they're still chasing behind you guys. But you guys continue to run. Another set of d20s.
16.
9.
A 4
19.
again. A 4 again.
18.
Okay, you guys are able to continue pushing forward. You get far ahead of the horde, but there's still zombies kind of beginning to slowly pop up in front of you. Verna, you look back, and there's probably about 100 or so zombies chasing you guys. At this point, but you guys have like made like the halfway point. You can see the end. You can see another archway, kind of like probably 200 feet in front of you guys.
Can Narissa see what it says from here?
No,
Fair
no
enough.
one can see
I was
what it
hoping.
says from here.
If we get to it and it
I was
is
just hoping.
locked, I'm going to scream.
We'll see.
Yeah.
As a side note, Narissa does not look great right now.
Trying.
It's okay. We'll
I don't have
continue
any.
forward. D20s,
Yeah.
please.
D20s. Huh.
17.
So
17.
sexy little 9.
That's a 3.
That's another 1.
Okay. You see as
Ether and
another
Serafina are
burst
carrying
of zombies pops up and begins to kind of surround you. You all take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is Narissa looking like really, really bad?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cure wounds her.
Okay, that's your action on the next turn. Just affects
I
how
was-
many zombies get killed and whatnot.
No.
But-
But does that mean I can't move?
You guys can still move. I'm just saying that just affects how many zombies you can get and whatever. And like how
Gotcha.
basically if anyone's not saying anything, I'm assuming that they are taking out zombies as they go. Another round of d20s, please.
You heal 9.
Sexy little 9.
That's how much you heal.
Thank you.
That's a 6.
19.
You all take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You guys are probably about another 2 rounds before you get to the door.
For the next round, Narissa's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself at 2nd level.
You guys still do also have those healing pots that you guys
Yep.
bought.
Oh, we have a shit ton of healing potions.
Yeah.
Well, I only have one of them, but I'm saving it for now.
Okay,
Well, we distributed a lot of them, did we not distribute them?
No.
Oh,
it's okay.
okay, we'll do that.
Continue.
That's fine. That was cocked. Oh my god.
18.
And
Poor Vernon.
I feel
That's
like
another
it's
natural
like
20.
12 because
That's another
Nurse and
natural
Vernon-
1.
Nurse and Vernon already don't feel great.
No. He's trying to.
You guys take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Another set of d20s.
Ugh.
19.
Vernon's gonna use
17.
this to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
16.
5. Why is it that y'all get high numbers and then I get low and then vice versa? What the heck?
I got a 9.
Okay. You guys do make it up to the stairs that lead up to where this archway is, but you're at the bottom of the stairs. Another set of d20s.
What does it say?
This is trying. Oh no!
One time I make a 16. Come on.
You guys see as a bunch of zombies pop up and begin surrounding the staircase. Narissa, you take
Mm-hmm.
math. What is math? 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna hand Narissa a healing potion. I'm gonna hand you. I have a greater healing potion. Take my greater healing potion. Shove it in
Okay,
your
the
face.
zombies are beginning to surround and go up the stairs, like corralling you guys.
Narissa's reading. What does it say? What does it say?
There, the archway just says nothing.
Oh, can we just run through it?
You have to open the doors.
Let's open the doors. We open the doors.
Okay, you open the doors. I'll say, Mariana, roll me a d20.
Yep.
And just to make sure, a greater is 4d4 plus 4?
The healing pot stuff is in a handout on Roll20.
Oh, right. Thank you. I forgot.
I got a 12.
Okay, there's 2 zombies that managed to get in before you close them. You do see there is a large bar that you could bar the doors with.
Okay. We bar
What
the
are you guys
doors, and
doing?
I stab the zombies in the head while someone else bars the doors.
Barring the door.
I can bar the door. Yeah.
Well, I stabbed the zombies in the heads that came in with us.
Keep your
I took out my
boys.
sword and also went at the zombies.
Okay, I'll say between everyone, you guys can easily swipe the zombies and they lie dead on the ground. At this moment, we're going to go ahead and move over, see what Talara's doing.
So she is literally just mad chilling in the little room. She one is gonna just rest for a while because she got pretty fucked up by lightning. And I think she's gonna go like peek her head out, like she wants to make sure everything's chill out there, but she's gonna cast invisibility first because she's alone.
Yeah, you cast invisibility on yourself and you kind of go up the stairs and kind of see. Vernon, you get a little bell in your head as it does the alarm spell. But as you kind of go up, you notice it's nighttime now, when it was morning when you guys entered.
Okay.
But you look around, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
While they do that, Vernon's gonna message Talara and ask who messed
You
with
don't
the
have
door.
sending.
I don't. Oh yeah. Crap. I thought message would work.
Nope, message is 120 feet.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
My roll 20 closed, but it's a 19 plus.
Okay.
something.
Yeah, you begin to kind of look out. Don't really see anything. You just see kind of like some like natural wildlife, like birds kind of flying about and things. Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
What about the ship?
You can't see the ship from here.
Yeah, she wants to go check on the ship.
Okay, yeah. You begin making your way through the forest. You see the ship. You can see that there looks to be like lights on it, like lanterns and stuff. Looks to be fine. You go up to it. You can just see you can just hear they're kind of like look to be playing a game of Skeletal Abyss to pass the time. But there's also some people like patrolling, making sure nothing's coming up and stuff.
Okay. So it at least seems okay. I guess she'll go back and she wants to sit with the bodies.
Okay, you sit.
Make sure nothing happens to everybody.
About an hour passes after that first spell, and Vernon, you hear another one in your head. But you can't really do anything about it. Anyway, we pick back up. You guys have just entered this long marble hallway as you kind of have turned away from the zombies and the big doors. It looks to be a long 40-foot hallway that looks to end in a mirror. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Are there any celestial runes anywhere?
If you go up to the mirror, like on the frame of the mirror, there are the celestial runes. It says, your final trial awaits. You must defeat the defender that strikes with grace.
You must defeat the defender that strikes with grace?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm passing on healing potions before anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, first let's heal up a little bit, please. And
Yeah.
Defeat the defender that fights with grace. Okay.
That strikes with grace.
Strikes with grace. Thank you. My brain is going through so many things. All right, I've got on me from like shopping and stuff 3 potions of regular healing, 2 more greater, and then the 1 supreme. I'm gonna hold the supreme until we get into like a big fucking fight.
Yeah.
Stuff. So if anyone wants, I'll give out 2 of the regular potions of healing and then 1 of my greater potions of healing.
I'll take a regular.
I'll take a regular.
Okay, I guess I'll take one greater, please.
Oh, just kidding.
You need it.
Oh. What, Seraphina? What's your health looking like?
I'm at 15.
Yeah, so-
Vernon, what's yours?
18.
I give mine to Seraphina, not to Vernon. Doesn't get one. I give it to Seraphina instead.
You guys can also take a short rest here if you'd like.
Oh, that's
Let's take a
great
let's take
idea.
a short
Let's
rest.
take a short rest.
What a good idea. Thank you,
Me
God.
typing in chat, just
Okay.
Okay, let's. Okay, everyone, give me those healing potions back.
You can still distribute them if you'd like, since
Yeah.
the final trial seems to be some sort of combat.
Yeah, I'll give. Yeah.
What do we roll for a short rest, or just like
We can
You
roll.
roll your hit die. You can roll any number of hit die, but just make sure you tick that number down, because you can only roll a number equal to your level.
And when you use them to heal, do you add your con modifier?
I don't know. We don't really do short rests on
I know, that's
TPK.
why I was like, I feel like that's a thing, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think you just use your hit die.
Oh, I'm looking it up, you guys. You just roll your stuff, and then I'll let you know.
What do we roll for a hit die?
Whatever your type is.
Yours is a D8.
Yeah.
I think I remembered that, but I was just.
It's on your sheet. It'll say
You can add your con mod equal to the amount of dice that you roll.
Con dice.
dang?
Lila, can you see how many dice I can roll?
You can roll 9d8,
9.
but
I'm
you
gonna-
don't have to roll all 9 immediately. You can wait until see how well you're like up.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Okay,
And
that's
I'll
fine.
distribute the potion wise, but I'll give Seraphina. I'll give Ether and Narissa a regular potion of healing, and then I'll give Seraphina a greater potion of healing.
Thank you.
Narissa, since Narissa has healing powers, I gave her the regular one.
Yeah. Thank you. That was more, honestly, it's more what she wants them for anyways, so that if she needs to, like, get someone up, she can shove it in their mouth.
True.
Well, then.
Vernon will remember this.
Plus my con modifier.
What's my con modifier?
24,
Give me a second.
And then
20.
Ether, because you're a warlock, you're not a warlock. Sorry. Vernon's a warlock, so Vernon, you regain your spell slots on a short rest.
Just the warlock ones.
Just the warlock ones.
Wait,
Okay.
so we do add. I'm sorry, I totally missed the con.
Just warlocks. Just warlocks.
No, she's asking a different question.
Oh, sorry,
You
go
add
ahead.
your Constitution modifier equal to the amount of hit die you rolled.
Okay.
So, like, if you rolled 3 hit die and your con modifier is 2, you'd add 6.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Narissa's almost.
I
she's,
feel like this is like
11
the
away
first
from
short rest
being-
we've ever done on TPK.
Mhm.
Legitimately, I'm pretty sure it is now at this point. At least a short rest that actually we have
In,
to do
in this
health
one,
stuff.
yes.
We just hit
At
the
least
button
to-
usually.
At least for the healing part of it, for sure.
Okay, I got myself up to 30 because I don't want to use all my hit die.
You might want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I used 3 of my D8s and 3 of my D10s.
I have 1 left, and I'm just keeping that in back pocket.
Just in case.
Just in case we get to the end of this and it's like we still have to get back to the ship. It's like
No,
short
yeah.
rest, use a little bit of healing for that. In case
I'm
we run
at-
into anything.
I'm at 1 below my max. I used 4 of my die.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I
have to
got
use 8.
I got like an 8 and a 7 on my first 2 die on a D8, and I was like, well,
My my first 4, I think I healed 22, and my second 4 I healed 28.
Like I was rolling
Alrighty.
my 3 D10s and it was like 2.
Does
3,
everybody
and then I
have their hit die rolled?
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys do after spending an hour here?
go look at the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's do a little stretch. She stretch out her shoulder blades, get ready to pull that bow.
Okay.
And
Go.
in the possibility that this is something where the mirror image of someone pops out, I think Vernon should touch the mirror so that if he pops out, we can beat his ass.
Okay, I will touch
I like
the
that.
mirror for you guys.
Okay, you touch the
I will-
mirror and your fingers go through it.
Oh.
And it almost ripples out
Oh.
around your fingers.
It's Dark Souls. Let's do this.
And Vernon like looks back for confirmation to go inside the mirror.
I mean, there's nothing
We're right
else
behind you,
to
don't
do.
worry.
You'll be
We're following
fine. Don't
you.
worry about it.
So what do you guys want for dinner?
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Vernon,
We all go in the mirror.
Yeah, we're following.
Okay, you guys all go into the mirror one by one. And you guys, as you enter it, it changes. It no longer looks like that long hallway, but instead a new room. It's made of the same stark white marble, but it has many like arches and columns around it. And at the center, you see there's a set of stairs that leads up to like its own little platform. And on the center is a marble pedestal that carries a glowing purple undulating sphere. And I would also say, Mariana and Vernon, you notice that there's something kind of moving inside the sphere.
Cool.
Keep an eye out for traps and approach the sphere. That's my goal right now.
Okay. You guys each beginning to filter into the room. Before one by one, you hear a voice pop into your head. First, Ether. Ether Xerxes, you are someone who runs from everything. Whether that be a destiny chosen and made for them, or love yourself you haven't quite gotten over, but most prominently, the responsibility of your actions. You don't think you're worthy of any path you walk, especially the one you walk now. You'll never be worthy of any title other than coward. You know you can succeed only at one thing, and that is winning the race that leads you from the difficult truths that nobody around you will ever truly care or love you. You run because you're not worthy of being remembered as anyone important, but instead remembered as the coward that runs from its problems. You should do what you know best and run. Next, Seraphina, you hear a voice pop into your head. Seraphina Solil, a young village girl who lost her family, ready to die along with them, so that you did not have to be alone. But even death wasn't in store for you because the gods wanted you to live with the guilt that you couldn't do anything to protect your family, your siblings, your village from destruction. And throughout your measly life, that has stayed true. That you were never, and will never, be strong enough to save and protect those that you grow close to. Every relationship you nourish will eventually abandon you, whether by choice or by death. You will forever be terrified that those that surround you will pick up and leave you stranded. So you cannot let those you care for get too close, because even now you cannot protect yourself from the blade of those who will forever have unbounded power over the lower lives in the world. You will never amount to that illustrious strength. Mariana. You hear the voice pop into your head next. Mariana, you feel comfortable in the shadows, where you'll be overlooked. Where you won't have to deal with others seeing you for who you truly are. You are so afraid to actually let anyone in that you continue to burden yourself with greater issues, so that you do not have to deal with your own. So you do not have to deal with the past you no longer remember to the people you left behind. So that you do not have to deal with the fact that you are in no position to captain a ship with dozens of real, actually breathing lives. How can you, an undead girl who only remembers less than a decade of a life, be fit to control the circumstances of a real pulsing and beating heart? And how could you ever shepherd the ones who no longer beat? A pity that you cannot amount to the positions you've been dealt. Nerissa, you hear the voice pop into your head next. Nerissa Crestwell, you feel you have to prove yourself to those in this very room, to anyone you come across. Because if you are not recognized as something other than a little girl who burdened her sister after her parents died, are you even worth getting to know? You rely so heavily on the validation of others to feel good about yourself, but even that you cannot do right. You solemnly disappoint every person you come across, and your personality can only hide so much. You left home because you could not deal with the burden you put upon Ember. Run back to your swarm, since they are the only thing you cannot disappoint, since they only respond in a way that validates you. Vernon, you are the last to hear a voice pop into your head. Vernon Cornelius Bach. You hurt everyone you touch. First, it was your parents as they watched you spiral from reality, extending yourself so far that you nearly broke and did not come back. Then it was Fennerin and Jezebel. You traveled the wasted change in search of your ever so precious clues. With them only to not... With only them... Bleh. Precious clues, with them only to not protect them from harm, leaving Jezebel permanently disfigured. Now you watch as the hand you've been dealt continues to corrode the lives around you. You're not enough and never will be enough of a man to aid those that encompass your vicinity. To be there for those you love. You are an insignificant speck of wasted flesh, rotting away at the bidding of a long-forgotten entity. You think you'll prove yourself finding this treasure, but not even that can amount you to anything more than a soul-sucking snake who only truly cares for himself. You guys hear this voice pop into your head, leaving you with some of your worst fears, your most deep insecurities. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a nat 1.
Stop saving. 21.
That's also a nat 1.
Not me. I got a 21. Y'all stay safe though.
Damn. I'm gonna cry.
You really just said, yeah, we're fucked.
Narissa was already like dealing with whatever she was
We
feeling
fucking
from the
book it.
Talara shit, and she's just like,
Damn. Vernon's was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
cry.
wake up. Hi, Talara.
You might after this. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that was a nat 1 plus 1, so
Okay. What did Seraphina get again?
At 21.
Okay. So, Seraphina and Mariana are the only ones who succeeded. You guys only take 14 points of psychic damage. The rest of you take 29. And those of you who failed your save, you begin to watch as the place around you shifts. You guys, Narissa, you are in a room as you watch your sister Ember cry and yell at you after reeling with your parents' death. Ether, you watch as you see Sofan leaving the room you told him to leave. Vernon, you watch as everyone that you have ever cared about, you reach out towards, and your touch corrodes them as they begin to wither away. You guys are all stunned and considered incapacitated, while I need Seraphina and Mariana to roll initiative.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. My first action to kiss Seraphina.
I'll also ask for you three to also roll initiative as well.
Another nat 1 for a 9, but at least that's my nat 1 and not the wisdom save, I guess.
I got a 23.
Okay, what did Vernon get?
5 plus 6, 11.
I don't know what to do here.
Are we about to fight the other ones?
Are we about to fight them? Holy shit.
Like,
No.
What did Ether
No,
get?
definitely not.
8.
And what did Narissa get?
17.
Okay.
We didn't hear what everyone else heard in their
No,
heads,
you
right?
only
We
heard the
our
thing
own.
that associated with you.
Glad I used all my hit dice, because I would have been down.
Sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at a message. Sorry, what are you doing? Sorry.
I think she's getting bored and would be like try to go back.
Okay.
Like especially if time is going weird.
Yeah, you try to go back to sleep and you just go to sleep.
She just falls asleep.
Yeah, you just fall
Okay.
asleep. You don't go back into that realm.
She's
All of us facing our worst fears to Lara. A nap.
With all of your bodies just around her. Okay, that brings it. The first in the initiative is Mariana. You stand around you and you watch as Narissa, Ether, and Vernon, they kind of go like slackjaw, and all begin like kind of just like staring at the ground as tears run down their face.
I run over to Ether,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put my hands on both sides of their face. And I'm kind of looking around to see if anything's saying, Ether, are you okay? Are you okay? Ether, I slapped them. Ether.
Doesn't do anything.
Trying to see if there's anything I can do. Is there anything else in the room that's happening at all, or is it just the three
Make
of
a
them?
perception check.
Perceive. 17.
Okay, you watch, you begin like kind of looking around the room, and you see where the arches are on the opposite side of the room. You can see just the tail of something whip across like the ceiling. And it looks to be almost like a feathered tail.
Okay, so it's not on the other side of the arch, like away from us, but like in the room with us.
It's in the room with you. Like, so I don't have a map for this, but it's like it's a circular room, and then there is like hallways that are divided by like archways and columns, and then there's the center of the room with the pedestal and the undulating sphere. And it's on the opposite side of the room within that kind of like hallway of arches.
I'm gonna turn away from them and take a couple steps forward toward that. I'm going to keep my weapons completely sheathed as I walk forward and say, I'm gonna tell Seraphina, there's something here. Who are you? Out loud to try to...
I am the champion of reverie. You hear like an ominous voice just pierce your mind. Is that all your turn?
Yeah?
Okay. Narissa, you just watch as your sister berates you for something you've done. And you feel small in this instant. You take another 6 points of psychic damage, and at the end of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not using that one. 18.
You watch, and you see your sister like pick something up to like throw against the wall, and then you open your eyes and you're back in this room with your friends. You see Mariana's just standing kind of like towards the middle of the room, just kind of staring up and kind of like trying to speak to something. But that is your turn. Brings it to Vernon. You watch as you go and you try to caress Seraphina's face, and it just withers at your touch. You take 4 points of psychic damage, and then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Okay, let's do this. Wisdom save, so that's just the +1. 17.
Okay. You still watch as the friends around you begin to wither. It brings it to its turn. What is it going to do? Okay. You see as Mariana, Narissa, and Seraphina, since you're the only ones present in this space, you see as something begins to slither kind of like and like beat wings, like magical wings, out from the archways and kind of just begins basically flies up in your direction. And I will send a picture in the Discord of what this thing looks like.
I'm assuming before it starts, I'm assuming a manticore or the thing with the lady with the face.
Nope.
Am I wrong on both of them?
You are.
Ooh!
It's so
A
pretty, though.
snake-like thing, but it's different. It seems altered in some way. But it goes up, and it just kind of flies and kind of just looks down at you, Mariana. Oh, poor soul. don't even know who you are. And is going to make a bite attack.
Do we all hear that or just her?
Just Mariana. Okay, it succeeds. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Poison. Okay, good. The first one was a 3. The second one was a 19.
Okay. But you still do take 8 points of piercing damage as it goes and bites you.
Okay, can I have that with my
Sure.
uncanny dodge? Cool. Okay.
Alrighty, and that's its turn. That brings it to Seraphina. What are you doing? As you see this thing go out and strike at Mariana.
Does this creature look anything similar to any of the creatures from my last encounter?
Only in the fact that it's serpent-like.
Okay. And I did not hear it say what it was when Mariana asked, or did I?
No, you did not.
Okay. Mariana, what is this?
It said it was the champion, I believe.
Yeah.
With it's full biting me while I'm answering this. Ah, it's the champion of reverie.
Oh, okay. She's, and we're all within like distance where I could.
You could
take
run
my
up
sword
to it.
out,
Yeah,
right?
you can run up to it and strike if you'd like.
Okay, yep. I'm gonna strike, and I'm also gonna use my extra attack with it. So I'm striking with Akino.
Okay.
Oh, that's 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh fuck. Okay. And I can only do the second attack if I hit it on the first one, or
No, you can still attack. It just depends on what you're using to attack with. Is the
okay. I'm
thing with
going
your
to
subclass.
attack- I'm going to attack with a cantrip for the second one. For shocking grasp then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
so
the
I-
attack.
Attack. 15 plus 8, 23
That hits.
to hit. Thank God. And that's 1d8 lightning damage. That's not a d8. This one's the d8. 5 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay. Alrighty. That ends your turn. That brings it to Ether. You watch as you just see as Sophon is just crying as he begins to leave you. But you take 12 points of psychic damage.
Can I like try to move in this like vision or dream, whatever?
You could try.
Can I try going over to him
Yeah, you go over to him.
and like can I like hover a hand over his shoulder?
You do
Just
that, and he
in
kind of
case.
shrugs away from you.
Can I talk? I'm sorry for everything.
He just turns to look at you with just a face of disgust. That brings us to the end of your turn. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
You can do it.
11.
You still watch as Sophon is just
Ah.
disgusted by looking at you. That brings it to Mariana. What are you doing on your turn? As you've just
Could I
been
have hellish?
bit.
Could I have hellish rebuke it when it bit me?
Only if you say it in that moment.
Okay.
And also,
I was,
isn't uncanny dodge a reaction?
Mm-hmm.
which I used as my reaction. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Let me think about what the thing. You must defeat the defender. The strike. All right, we gotta fight it. I don't want to fight this thing. It's so pretty.
I know.
I'm like, I feel like I should. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You say that, and then
I-
it just read you guys to filth.
I was gonna say,
Like-
this is like the most toxic relationship you've ever been in, but the person is so pretty that you feel like you can't leave.
You're so pretty and toxic, but so am I. And I pull out the dagger of venom, and I'm gonna use my action to coat the blade with poison. And I'm gonna use My bonus action, I'm going to go behind one of the pillars and hide.
Okay. You're lucky it cannot take reactions at this point.
I am lucky. Do I have to roll a stealth check for that?
Yep.
Stealth! 27.
Okay. You think you're hidden?
I don't like that you said it. Oh, actually, no, it's higher. It's 30 because I have a bigger stealth now.
Okay, you think you're hidden?
It saw me hide, didn't it? Damn it.
Narissa, what are you doing on your turn?
Narissa is going to smack her belt and let out Snappy to be her gathered swarm.
Okay. You see Snappy goes out, and then you see like hundreds of tiny other little crabs come off of him as your swarm.
Lovely. And she's kind of running on autopilot right now. Like, she's real fucked up from that. So she will cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Which is my bonus action, I think. Yeah. Beautiful. And she's gonna just kind of like step in between it and Ether and shoot at it.
Okay.
So the first one is a nat 1. And 21 for the second one.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So that does, hang on, that's 12, because I keep rolling 3s on that. 19 points of damage total.
Okay. Sorry, how much did you say?
19.
Cool.
And when she lets go, like, she's basically just like blank staring at this thing.
Okay. Vernon, brings it to your turn. You watch as you just saw Seraphina wither in your grasp, and you see as this large, gargantuan black dragon flies into frame. You see it grabs a hold of Merlin and Cordelia and breathes acid onto them. You take 5 more points of psychic damage. I need you to make wisdom saving throw.
Yep, I can do that. That's a 12.
Okay, you're still in your dreamscape. Brings it to its turn. You see as it goes and it flies down to the ground, and then you see its form begins to shape and change. Narissa, who would you think would be the most important person to her?
Out of the group, or?
Out of anyone in the entire world.
It would either be Ether or Boudoir. They're tied for different reasons.
Okay. You watch as this snake-like entity changes and begins to shift into the form of a familiar dwarven woman that you know. You see she's holding a sword. Hello, dear. See, you've run from your burdens again. She goes up and she's gonna swipe.
Swiper, no, swiping. Oh no, I don't like that face.
Natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Narissa.
Remember your healing potions, guys.
Yep.
You take 32 points of piercing damage.
That is exactly how much HP I have. So I am down.
It swipes. This entity swipes and hits Narissa. You revert back to your body at the start. You awaken your body and you see Talara is just kind of sleeping on the ground. We'll get back to what you do on your next turn. What is Seraphina doing as you see as Narissa's body just withers? You see as the like glowing kind of purple essence kind of just shoots into the wind.
Fuck. She casts Scorching Ray. And she's going to create 3 rays of fire, all towards him.
Okay. As you do that, you see the form changes to a Leonin man. Your first Captain Blackmane. Okay, continue.
Okay, that's okay. So I have to roll 3.
It's 3d20s, and then each hit,
roll
there are
that.
2d6.
Yes. So the first one is a natural 20.
Okay.
Second one is that I don't think will hit. 8 first one's natural 20 for 28. Second one is 8 for plus 8 for 16.
Nope.
And then the other one is an 18 plus 8, 26.
That does hit.
Okay.
So on that first one, it's 12, and then roll another 2d6.
Okay, perfect. 12 plus 2 plus 5. 19 points of damage for that one.
Okay. Now roll 2d6 for the other one that hit.
That is 3 plus 4, 7 for the other one.
Okay, so a total of 26 points of damage. You go and you see these rays of fire shoot and hit it. And you can see as it begins to singe the mane of Blackmane. Dear, why would you do that?
Because I know that he's actually dead.
Okay. That ends your turn. That brings it to Ether. You blink and you see yourself back in your manor in Henbaro. And you see as you have a rapier in your hand and you are fencing your sister. But she begins to continue to beat you and you just feel so unworthy of the position you are in. You take 1 point of psychic damage. Is there anything you do or want to do during this turn? When you were interacting with Ayla?
I feel like Ether at this point on the ground. It's like, dude, I told you I didn't want defense anymore. You beat me like 5 times in a row.
Get up. Do it again.
Why?
You need to prove yourself.
With a fucking sword?
Prove yourself you're worthy of the title that mother and father have given you. Do it. Get up. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, Ether's like gonna pause for a second, but like eventually they do get up. 18?
Okay. You get up and your vision changes from the fencing room in your manor. As you look around, you no longer see Narissa, but you see Vernon as Slackjaw, crying tears. You can feel tears of your own on your cheek. And you see as a Leonin man stands in front of you, begins to have just been singed by, you assume, Seraphina's blaze.
Okay, do you guys all have an action and stuff?
Nope, that's the end of your turn.
Gotcha, okay.
That brings it to Mariana. What are you doing?
I got my dagger of venom. I hide behind a pillar. I go out and I go slash on it.
Okay.
If it hits. With the dagger, that is a 19 to hit.
That hits exactly.
Oh, its armor class is 19. I would like to return this this product. Actually, I would like to return the snake monster away from me. It does 1d4 plus 6 piercing, and then it has to make a saving throw or take poison damage. So 10 points of piercing.
Okay, it succeeds on the saving throw.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's it. That's all it does.
How much damage did it take?
6 points of piercing.
Okay, cool. You guys begin slashing into it. It looks somewhat hurt.
Cool. Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and take a couple steps back.
You used all your movement to get there.
Oh, I did? Okay, I didn't know how far it was then. Never mind then. I'll use my bonus action to disengage, but I guess still be in the. Nah, never mind. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. Cool. That brings it to Narissa. What are you doing on your turn as you wake up and you see Talara's sleeping next to you?
Honestly, she's probably just gonna curl up and cry herself back to sleep.
Okay. You do so. Vernon, you watch as Raganorth has just grabbed your parents and breathed acid on them, and he throws the remaining bits at you. You puny boy. Not worthy of anything I give. What do you do?
He's probably sobbing. Yeah, he can't really do anything. He's just literally sobbing.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw for me. Oh, you also take 8 points of psychic damage before that.
He's gonna disappear while he's sobbing at this point.
17?
Okay, you're still in your dreamscape. You need to roll one higher. That's your turn. Brings it back to it. It's gonna go ahead and you see as it changes its form into another dwarven person. Someone you guys have just most recently lost, Torp.
No! Sorry. I got really upset by that.
Looks at you, doesn't even say anything. Just looks at you with anger. Definitely hits. You take 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke it.
Okay.
You have to make a dexterity saving throw, and you'll either take full or half, depending on it.
I didn't see which one I rolled. Okay. It fails.
Okay. Does he say anything to me?
No, he just stares at you with intense anger.
Cool. I love it. All right. As they've turned into this thing, the necrotic energy goes around and like envelops him, and I'm like full angry, fangs bared, going, "You are a poor facsimile of a great man." That's all I got. Holy shit! That's 15 points of necrotic damage right there.
Okay. You see it takes that and it spits like blood in your face.
Yum. She's creepy.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That's Mariana. That's its turn. That brings it to Seraphina. What are you doing, Seraphina? You see Torp kind of just going head on with Mariana.
I'm a magic missile level 5.
Okay, it shields it.
God damn it!
Curses.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Ether, what are you doing? You see just Torp standing there as it shifted from this Leonin man, and spits blood in Mariana's face.
How far am I away from him?
About 30 feet.
Great, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take out Blaze Wing. And I'm gonna attack with him. I'm gonna attack with it twice.
Okay.
That does not hit. 19.
That hits exactly.
Uh, 13 damage.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay.
Bonus action, second wind.
Okay. Have you already used second wind today?
I did that before the short rest, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was as we were running from the zombies, and then after that we got to the mirror, and then the mirror was where we took a shortcut. And then it says on short or long rest.
Okay, cool. Didn't know if it did on long or short rest. Cool. Mariana, your turn. What are you doing? You are muted, my dear.
Sorry. I'm looking down at this man, this short, bald man who I love so much. But not today. And I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds on this motherfucker.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That's 3d10 necrotic damage. So. Yeah. I love my d10s to a huge degree. 22 points of necrotic damage. As I'm kind of like, I think I've just like pulled the dagger out from the last round, and then my eyes like glow like a blackish green color, and then from the kind of wound, like his veins, like weird necrotic damage starts like spitting out.
Narissa, what are you doing on your turn? Vernon, you're on deck for crying.
She's fallen back asleep.
Oh, I forgot you weren't here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Vernon, what are you?
She basically just went right back into that dream about Ember. She's just a sad girl right now.
Okay. Vernon, what are you doing? You see Ragnorth just in front of you, just scowling at you. The body parts of your parents on you.
Well, hopefully he doesn't hit me with 15 points, because then I would be at 0 HP.
Okay, do you want me to go for 15 points? I can go for 15 points.
I kind of want you to, but I also don't. I mean, no one's died sobbing yet. Might as well die sobbing. He's gonna try to Eldritch Blast him.
Can you go to Eldritch Blast him? It just hits him. You think my magic will hurt me? You take 9 points of psychic damage. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. That's a 15, 16.
Okay, yeah, you still in the dream, facing off against Ragnorth.
Woo-woo.
All of your friends dead around you. Brings it to its turn. Mariana, you take 15 points of slashing damage. And then
Am I near her? Can I have that? Can I reduce that with interception?
how far away do you have to be for that?
I have to be right next to them.
Yeah, I think you guys are flanked right now against it, so you can't really do anything for that. And then it's going to you see it, the kind of like wings that it had in its serpent form begin to sprout from Torp, and it flies up. You guys all get opportunity attacks if you'd like to take them.
Most certainly.
Hell yeah.
Hell no, I got a nat 1.
It looks like my internet's back on, so I'm gonna try to switch it to the better one real quick. If you lose me, that's why.
Okay, what did
21 to hit.
okay, that hits. What did Seraphina get?
24.
You hit as well.
Perfect.
It has to make that saving throw
Nope.
again because it's
Hold on.
I rolled a 4 on a d4 though.
Hold on.
And it has to make a saving throw again because of the dagger venom.
Yeah, succeeds.
4
Okay,
so 10 points of piercing damage total.
And how many damage did it take from Seraphina?
2 of the piercing damage, and then 6 fire damage.
So 8 total.
Yes.
Alrighty. That brings it to Seraphina's turn. What are you doing as it's now flying 30 feet above you guys?
She's gonna try magic missile again.
Okay. At
This
what
one's gonna
level?
be 4th level.
Cool.
So that's 1d4, and then they're going to. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 darts. and each dart is 2 plus, so 3 times 6 is 18 damage.
Okay. It's beginning to look bloody.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's your turn. That brings it to Ether. What are you doing?
I'm shooting him.
As you do, it changes to Narissa.
Ah! Everyone hated that.
Seraphina yells out, Etha, she's not real.
You hear in your voice, you hear in Narissa's voice pop into your head. Please don't hurt me.
Fuck you!
Say it, Helen, say it.
You're muted!
Muted.
Please don't hurt me.
That is you.
I'd like more of a desperate voice, but sure.
Please, this hits. Oh, that hits. That hits. That's like a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You shoot your girlfriend.
Let's do my girlfriend, bitch. At this point, they're just so angry because it's like, how dare you pretend to be her?
She'd be proud of you.
6 damage.
Okay. Brings it back up to Mariana. What are you doing?
I'm gonna... This probably won't do anything. I'm gonna try to toll the dead on it, so it has to make a saving throw.
What saving throw?
To make wisdom. There we go.
9.
Oh, no. Hell yeah.
Sexy little 9.
A sexy little 9.
I have a great
2d12.
plus to that, and that's awful.
I was like, this thing must be wise as fuck. I'm not gonna do anything with this. All of my d12s are gone. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'll roll this one twice. So, I'm doing Toll the Dead, so it's 2d12. That's 2 10s. That's 20 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. Anything else on your turn?
No. I feel guilty that I cast it on Narissa. And I'm just like, well, at least it's not my captain anymore.
She's not real. And
Okay,
it's
I
like,
know. I saw her phase into the ground.
Yeah, it's unclear if like they're saying it to Mariana or if they're reassuring themselves.
Vernon, what do you do?
He's just going to keep looking at Ravenworth, and he's goddamn. He's pretty much chanting "I hate you" while also using Eldritch Blast again, even though
you go
he knows
to
it's not
Eldritch
hurting
Blast and you see as Ragnorth pounces like 100 feet and gobbles you up, swallows you whole, taking 8 points of psychic damage, bringing you back into your normal body. You awake and you see Narissa is just like trying to go to sleep, sobbing, as Talara is just sleeping. Anything else you do on your turn?
He is laying there, probably sobbing too.
Okay, you guys all watch as you guys have been focused on this fight. You see as Vernon's body collapses, and then the purple energy goes away. Brings it to its turn.
That bitch just cried himself to death.
It's gonna go ahead and you see it change back into its serpent-like form, and it's gonna fly down a little bit, and then it's going to Narissa, roll me a d4.
She's not there. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I know.
D4.
I think you're gonna hit her, and I was like, no. Just.
That's a 4.
Okay. It's gonna hit Ether.
No!
Okay.
Don't worry, I rolled max on my second win, so I can take a hit or two. Don't worry about it.
Can you?
That's kind of hot, though.
I'm slightly worried.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail of the snake wraps around you, grabs you, and is yanking you up, flying you upwards.
Fuck!
You are considered constricted, and you are restrained. Which means your speed is 0, Your attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dex saves. Just so you're aware. That's its turn. What are you doing, Seraphina?
Now that it has ether.
And it has ether, like the tail is basically like has it in front of them to use ether as like a body shield.
No.
I can take it.
Can you?
Fireball.
Okay, fuck. I'm
What are you doing?
casting Magic Missile again at level 2.
Okay.
So that is 4 darts. Ooh, at 5 points each, 5 times 20 damage.
Okay. Cool. Takes that damage. Anything else on your turn? You see as each dart almost barely hits ether.
Sorry, Ether.
You're fine.
Ether, what are you doing on your turn?
Can I shoot it?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That was a natural 20. Okay, 15.
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
You go to shoot and it sees you do it and it makes you shoot out towards one of the archways. That brings it to Mariana. What are you doing on your turn?
Bonus action, chugging a potion of greater healing. I'm rolling for that real quick. That is I can't read on this die. 12 points of healing is my bonus action.
Okay.
And then for my action, I don't want to hit either. I'm gonna try. Are they high up? Are they in the air?
Yeah, they're 40 feet above you now.
Okay, then I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead again and hope for the best. I know it has a high wisdom or something. But...
It definitely succeeds.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just chugging it. I'm like, we'll get to you. We'll get to you soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna bite ether. Definitely hits. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
$18.
Okay. Yeah, you take 6 points of piercing damage. Oh wait, it had advantage against attacks against you. Okay. You're good. I didn't roll a natural 20. That its turn. That brings us to Seraphina. What are you doing?
Oh, god damn. I guess Magic Missile again at 2nd level. Oh, that's another 4. So 20 points.
Okay. Ether, what are you doing?
Trying to shoot it.
Mariana, you're on deck.
$16.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Oh, I have an extra attack. Can I do that?
Yep.
Can I see if that one hits? Ugh, that doesn't hit. Okay.
Cool. Mariana, what are you doing?
I pull out my crossbow to hit it. I'm trying very hard not to hit either. I'm moving. If I can move around it in a way that makes it so I can make a better chance that I won't hit him, I would do that.
You have to try to hit the thing.
Oh, just hit the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just hit the thing.
Just hit the thing. Just hit the thing. Obviously, yeah. Just hit the thing. We can do it. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is base 13, and then rolling to add on to that. 13 plus making sure, yeah, plus 7, so that's 20 plus 5. It says 25 points of piercing damage.
You go and you shoot up and you wait a while until you can find a good shot, and you go and you shoot and it pierces it right through the heart, and you hear it screech out before it lets out this psychic burst. Ether, well, all of you take 29 points of psychic damage.
Can I dodge? Can I uncanny dodge that or no?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
And then it falls to the ground, dropping Ether. Ether, you take. Make a dex save for me. Or dex check, sorry.
You said a check?
Yes.
21.
Okay. Take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor. And I know what you're at now because I looked at your HP. That's hilarious.
Barely standing.
Are you at 1? Seraphina, where are you at?
I'm fine.
I'm at 5.
Oh, I'm at 40.
Okay.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead on the ground.
Whew.
Right.
You guys watch as it begins to disappear. You see it covers and it's like the same kind of glowing purple light before it's off with the wind too.
So what now?
Can I look around the room, see if there's like any other like doors or like a clue?
The only other thing is the pedestal in the middle of the room.
I'm gonna go look at the orb thing since I saw something in it before to kind of give it a look. I'm not touching anything. Also,
Okay.
It's not lost on me that the last 3 people remaining are the captain, the first mate, and the second mate.
It was meant to be.
Okay.
I go and I look at it.
Okay. You go up to it and you see that there is a box floating in the sphere.
I drink a regular healing potion before I take it.
Mariana, wait. And like, Seraphina goes, grabs Ether's hand, and then goes up to grab Mariana's free hand. So like, if anything happens to you, it'll happen to all of us, in theory.
I feel like we've got like hand on shoulder, and then I'm like grabbing the box. So like if you look at it, like cinematically, it looks amazing.
So
Looking over.
you're reaching for the box?
I suppose, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
reach for the box. I'm all
It's the exact thing we told Vernon not to fucking do.
we can't do anything else. I looked for the thing. I looked to see if there's anything around
If
it.
it feels any damage at all, I am down.
Mariana, you take 24 points of lightning damage.
Fuck, I'm down. I'm gone.
You see as Mariana goes to reach in for it, and then as soon as she touches the orb, it shoots lightning all across her, and she's off with the wind.
Ugh.
Fuck shit. Okay, what do we do?
Okay, we can't touch the orb. I
Dumb
detect
idea.
magic.
Okay, you detect magic. The orb is one of the only heavily magical things in the room.
Dumb
Is there
idea.
anything else that's not on us that I detect?
Nope, just the sphere.
Damn it.
I can try to shoot it out of the orb.
You guys did see Mariana's hand go through the orb, but she just got struck with a
but
bunch
it
of
was
lightning.
the box itself. No, because I
No,
don't want
the
to get
box is in the middle of this orb. It's like
Okay.
floating in the middle.
box in the middle of the orb. She was able to get her hand through the orb. It just shot her with lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Can I dispel magic on the orb?
Okay. You cast it. Roll me a d20
Okay.
plus your spellcaster. Casting
That's
modifier.
18 plus 8, 26.
You cast it and you see your own magic kind of begin to intertwine with it. It fizzles for a moment.
Can I use? Oh fuck! Can I?
What are you
think I'm
doing?
just gonna have shoot it. Shoot it out.
Okay, you shoot it out. It doesn't do anything. You can't shoot the box out.
I thought it was
The
resting on
sphere
it. Fuck.
begins to reattach itself.
Grabbing it.
Nope. You want to take the full damage? You can take the full
No.
damage.
I'm not taking full damage. Ether like goes to do it, realizes that the gap is too small. It's just like, oh fuck.
Seraphina has like 40 points of health.
Okay, so recap. When I tried
You
using
cast
dispel magic.
it let it fizzle for a moment, like literally 6 seconds.
Okay.
But Ether didn't react in time, just shot at it.
Okay, I'm casting Dispel Magic again, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab it.
That would be your action, and then that's in a round would be 6 seconds.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm the one that's gonna have to grab it. I'm just gonna have to be quicker to
Okay.
grab it in that 6 seconds.
Okay. So
Okay.
Etha, as soon as I cast the spell, you go in and you get it.
Ether already has their hand like a couple of inches away from the orb.
Okay.
She casts
You can
it.
see there's like just little bits of lightning beginning
I don't like
to go at your hands.
grab it.
Roll a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh wait,
You need to roll high.
19 plus 8, 27.
Okay. Either make a dex
Grab
check
it.
for me.
Next check. Okay. I'm good. Okay, fuck, 12.
You hold on to it and you begin to pull it out, and you take 14 points of lightning damage.
Down. Does it at least get the box out?
Yeah, does the box at least fall to the ground?
Give me a
They fall
moment.
out.
Give me a moment, and I'll describe what happens.
I'm so stressed.
You-
I'm so sorry.
Begin to pull it out, and you feel your body reeked in lightning magic, and you feel yourself like your heart stop before you are away with the wind, and you wake up in your own body. Mariana and Ether, what are you guys doing as you wake up in your own body?
Hyperventilating.
I think I just sat there for probably just like not even a full minute before Ether shows up, and I'm like, Ether, oh, what happened?
Seraphina cast a spell magic. I tried to grab a box. I didn't grab it in time. I got lightning. I don't know. And I'm gonna like look over, like very obviously looking for Narissa and Aesir. Is she sleeping or is she still in the process of like going?
She's asleep now, but there are tears streaming down her face.
I'm gonna go over and like readjust, like gently like readjust her so like her head's in my lap, and I'm just gonna sit there like just running my hand in her hair, just trying to keep her as calm as I can.
I'm gonna check on people, our people that are up here, like that are asleep, and like make sure that they're alive and okay. And stuff like
Okay,
that.
all those who are asleep are alive. They're fine.
I think Mariana punches a wall too because she was upset that happened.
Okay.
Got it.
You punch a
That's
wall.
it. It just happened. Ah!
Seraphina,
Oh.
you stand alone in this room. The past 4 trials behind you. A horde of zombies awaiting on some other door. As you watch as all of your friends disappeared in front of you. And you go and you look, hoping that Ether got it in time. You look at the sphere and it no longer holds the box. You look to the ground. Just as you do, you see it clatter.
I pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. That's where we're going to go ahead and take our break for this episode.
That's where Seraphina comes.
Welcome back. We pick up as Seraphina has just found that herself in this mysterious dreamscape-like room. And there is a box on the floor in front of you. What do you do?
She picks it up.
Okay. You pick it up. It has the same draconic runes on it that you would normally see. And you open it to find this. And we'll add it in all of your journals in just a moment.
Lovely. She looks it over. She looks the box over just to make sure that everything looks to be what it should be. And then it doesn't go unnoticed to her that what the person was saying about her past is now also kind of the same for now, since she's the only one left standing in this dreamscape kind of a deal. So that definitely hits her in feeling ways.
Okay.
And then she tries to figure out how to get out.
So far, the only thing you've figured out how to get out is by dying. You could do that by touching the sphere again, or you could go out into the horde of zombies. Whatever
She'll just
you
go
want to do.
She'll just go ahead and touch that sphere then.
Okay, how many hit points are you at?
40.
Okay, it takes a while. Like, it probably takes, you are being electrocuted for, 30 seconds before you pass out. and you wake up in your own body at 1 HP.
Cool.
You do have the box in your hand.
So she kind of just like startles awake, box in hand, and like looks around.
I am over you when you wake up. Like, not over you, but my head is just looking over you going,
Did you get it?
Hello, Mariana. Hi. She just holds up the box while she's still lying down.
oh,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
I wrap my arms around you in a hug, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Wait, no, cool pirate. Good job, second mate.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Okay, you are mostly all awake. Talara and Narissa are still sleeping. What do you guys do?
Arky, come read this.
Ether is gonna put a hand on Nurse's shoulder and it's like, Nessa, wake up.
Seraphina's gonna go over to Talara and gently shake her awake. Talara, darling.
Not
Narissa does wake up, and she kind of like sits up, sees everyone else is around, and she's just like, okay, and she just like leans.
Ether's probably like just gonna like hold her. Like wipes, if there's any like leftover tears, gonna wipe them away for her.
I am getting all of my affection feels out of this, and it makes me happy.
You guys all kind of gather around. What do you guys do?
Y'all took long enough. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, I felt like I was here for like a day.
And you kind of look up towards where the stairs are, and you can see kind of like sunlight.
How
Oh,
much
cool.
time passed exactly?
We were only gone for a couple hours, it looks like. It's still sunlight, and it was sunlight when we left.
It was actually like a full nighttime when I
What?
got here. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a watch, but like, it's been a like light to light. So,
We should get back. We should. Honestly, I need to rest here for a little bit, but after we recover here for a little bit, we should head back to the ship. Also, what does this say? And I point the box to Vern.
Who is still sitting against the wall, probably still, like, tears running down his face. Looking mortified.
There.
He kind of
Sorrows,
jumps at
Sorrows,
prayers, sorrows and prayers.
He sees you about to touch him and he jolts and he's like, "Don't touch me." More panicked than angry.
You like reading and learning and being a know-it-all. Do you want to do that? Would that help you right now?
Just give me the box.
Oh, okay. Sorrows. I turn back and get the box.
The box itself on the top in the Draconic runes reads Canid. Canid. And then this piece of paper, the first line says froth. The second line says Ragon, Ragon. The third line says lame. The fourth line says INS, and then the second word is of. And then the last line says can see.
Like the words can see? Like,
Yeah, can and see.
And Ragon is spelled like dragon, not like Raganorth.
Correct.
like, can see as in SEE or SEA?
SEE.
One final question. Could we perhaps see this next to all the other pieces that we've collected to see where it connects?
Yes. Well, I can show it. You guys have to let me know where you think it connects.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, the Seagrass Atoll Island. I like that name.
You guys technically don't know the name, so.
No, yeah. I don't even think that's on the map anywhere.
Nope, it's not. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
think that's definitely... No, it's not definitely gonna fit there. Never mind.
Where would you guys like it to be put?
Isn't it going to be...
I was thinking somewhere over here. Oh, it won't let me. Hold on. I'm on the ruler.
Okay.
In this general area.
Yeah, where the letters line up. That's where I was thinking.
I just have to make it sure it's a drawing, and then I can actually move it like this. Correct? That's what you want?
That looks right.
Okay.
What do you guys
That
think?
looks right.
I have to look at the... Okay. So you put those together, and Vernon, you can see it says, the first line says broiling froth. Second line says glittering paragon.
Glittering paragon.
The third line says made from acidic flame. Only
Made
the
from
golden coins of the skeleton harbor can see. And it looks like
Only
you're
the
still
golden coin?
only the golden coins of, and that's the fourth line, and then the fifth line says the skeleton harbor can see. Still looks like you're missing a like the first part.
Okay.
And the box said Canid.
Yes. If anyone would like to make an intelligence check on that, please do so now.
Yes.
23?
Usually refers to any sort of like dog lycanthrope.
Okay.
Seraphina, as soon as Vernon repeats that, you remember that that's the island, Decanus Bay is where you found the other clue.
I think that might lead to the other piece of the map that I had
This
given
one.
you. So I think we already have that clue.
Was there a box? Was there a box for the other one?
The
There
one that
wasn't-
you had found did not have a box, but in like that basement area that you were in, underneath one of the waterfalls, it said where all pirates go to die.
Well, no, it did have a box. The box just didn't have the draconic runes.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So you said only the golden coins of the skeleton harbor can see.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure where that leads us now, since we already have the map piece from the next clue.
Did you tell us about where all the pirates go to die?
Yeah, she has.
I told you that
Listen.
when I gave you the map piece.
Where all pirates go to die, isn't that Osteo Bay?
That's correct.
So would the clue be there? Or would it still be there? Because if I would think if a clue was there, the Skeleton King probably would have already gotten to it.
And we have to steal it from the Skeleton King.
Easy
guess
enough,
so.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not easy enough, actually. No.
Yeah, that was a sarcasm.
Okay. Yes, because the Skeleton King is not one to be messed with.
And
I've heard as such.
he thinks we're all dead.
That is
That might come to our advantage. I mean, the most he might expect Mariana to still maybe be alive if he knew she was undead. But other than that, he thinks we're dead, so he's not expecting us to come to Osteo Bay to steal a piece of the map. It's risky, but this entire trip has been risky.
For now, we should rest and head back to the ship. We're still stranded here. We have to figure that out first.
I agree. We might want to go figure that out, and then maybe lay low in a port or something to figure out our next course of events.
we'll need to check in with those we sent to Brine Light to get it all worked out. Let's,
As you guys are
Press your-
talking, you hear like some steps from above you. Hey guys, are you down there? It's been a while.
Hi, Warwick.
Hi, you guys have been gone for like 2 days.
What?
Yeah. Can I come down there, or is it too small for me? I'm already kind of
probably-
cramped in here.
It's too
Warwick,
small.
we'll be right up. Just go wait
Okay.
outside. Maybe.
Okay.
I think we should still take a short rest before we go
Laura
back.
goes
We're at
up.
1 HP. One trip from any of us, and we're all gonna die on the way back.
Talara goes up.
I'll say waiting for Seraphina to get back, all of you guys could have taken a short rest. It was a long time before Seraphina woke up.
I need those HP, please.
And then I'll say Seraphina, as you guys are talking, you could also take a short rest. If you have hit die to roll.
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
I lost all my high luck. Those were all 3s, 2s, and 1s. But it's something.
I somehow got a 19, so I have exactly 20 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, you guys you do your short rest. You guys continue to go up, or
Yeah.
Talara's going up just like automatically.
Okay.
Like when Warwick comes.
you guys go up and you see Warwick and Devil Smile are kind of just waiting outside the hut. You guys
Bruna
good?
just hurrying to the ship at this point.
Oh, little Buck is on his way.
Lord,
It's been a lot.
Oh,
we've
I'm
all been
sorry,
pretty shaken
guys.
up.
Let's get you guys some rest. You see Warwick goes and like picks up Seraphina, like bridal style, and just like carries her.
I watch them go standing next to Devil Smile, and I go, God, I love him.
I,
Are you okay?
I was waiting for Devil Smile to pick you up too.
that's what he's looking at. He's like looking at you if he should do it or not.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Pretends to trip.
I drop my fan in front of him and go like, oh no, my fan. I can't bend down in my Regency dress to pick it up.
Okay, I don't know what to do.
How's the ship looking?
Ether looks back and is like sees kind of like the situation. Is like, do it.
Okay, picks
What?
Mariana up.
Ah! Oh. Oh, actually, this is quite nice.
Devil Smile?
Huh?
How tall is Devil
He's
Smile?
like 6'4".
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He just continues walking. The ship is fine, yeah. We've repaired any of the damage that happened. It was pretty
Mhm.
minor.
Yeah.
He's like trying so hard not to like blush or look directly at you.
Yeah, she's also not looking at him. She's like, yeah. How's the weather?
Meanwhile, Seraphina's just like, you know, Warwick, I haven't really had much time to talk with you, I don't think.
It's okay, you look like you got electrocuted or something.
I did a little bit.
Did
you
lightning
for that.
strike you?
Several times, actually, yes.
What'd you guys fight?
We fought, mist, we fought, lightning, more than one occasion.
You fought a cat? Sorry.
It took me a moment. I was like,
I'm so sorry I had to make that joke.
Okay, I'm writing Warwick into Cursive Stride immediately.
We fought a lot of zombies. It was, we fought a flying...
Zombies.
Yes, it was a lot.
I missed out on the zombies.
It wasn't
We
much
did.
to miss out
And
on.
you're mad about it?
They were gross.
Yeah, I sat here for like 17 hours. I think I slept for most of it. It was really boring.
Laura, if I could give anything to have woken up instead of going through the shit, Like, Ether's very clearly, like, joking about this. It's not, like, really too mad about it, but it was like, dude.
Well, I don't know what happened in there. You just said zombies, and I was like, I want to kill some zombies.
It was a lot.
It was fun
How
until
many
we
zombies
were
were there?
surrounded.
It was an entire horde.
An entire whore? What?
Horde.
Oh.
I
Need to
think there
enunciate
were
your
more
D's.
zombies.
Sorry. I mean, some of them might have been whores. I didn't ask.
She was too busy looking at me. Don't worry about it.
What?
What?
Devil sounds like, oh, okay.
And then we fought a giant snake with wings.
A snake with wings.
That sounds like fun. I should have gone.
Yeah.
Or we had to climb up a wall with a bunch of really thin pegs while poison followed us. I don't think you would have fared well.
I'm
You're so-
strong. I could have
You would be
done
too.
it.
I think you were too strong. I think you would have broken it.
Then I climb on the walls. I just punch my hand in its grips, you know? Sorry, Seraphina. I'll stop moving like that. I don't want to jostle you.
I appreciate that.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I love
I
him.
shouldn't have doubted you.
Yeah, don't doubt me, Captain.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that Barky cried so hard he died?
That's funny.
I'm sorry, wait, what? Barky cried so hard he died? At least I just got petrified and died.
You got petrified?
I got petrified. I didn't make it very far. I got I can't. They're all like dexterous and jumping and shit, and I just fell.
I'm sorry I dropped you.
I was fine.
I'm still sorry I dropped you.
No, just you're fine. Stop. It's okay. I'm just mad I couldn't fight zombies. See, that's the only thing. That's the only thing you could be sad about is that I didn't get to fight zombies. Other than that, it was fine. Just a little boring.
We're all a little fucked up by it, though. Sorry. We're all a little fucked up by it, though.
By the zombies?
Yeah,
No,
I'm still getting choked up over it, apparently.
Do you need water, Captain?
Does
Does
yeah.
anyone have water? I only have rum.
Narissa pulls out a water skin.
Thank you. He hands it to you, Mariana.
Like a little baby. Sorry. Hold on, let me just...
Your devil smiles, little lady. Wink.
I must introduce him to the little lady.
He's been introduced.
Yeah. Thank you for the water, Narissa.
You're welcome.
Do you need rum to drink your sorrows or something? 'Cause I got a lot of that.
I could probably go for that.
How about, actually, we should probably get back to the boat before, maybe.
I thought we were having this conversation while on the way.
Yeah, we are. I'm just saying maybe we don't drink while we're in the forest. I don't know what's out
You never
here.
know when a mystical tiger will drop down and attack you.
Oh, right.
Kid, get back to the ship.
In Narissa's head, she's just like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be too much of a burden.
Well,
Not the ER
while
court.
traveling.
Sure.
and I kind of want to do an insight to see how everyone else's feelings, because the snake thing was right. I'm concerned about everyone else's feelings and not my own right now, so I want to see how everyone else is doing.
Okay, roll an insight
I
check.
want to do an insight specifically on Mariana.
Okay.
Just because, like, I feel like Ether has seen, like, everyone else, like, Mariana and Seraphina specifically, because they've seen everyone else have bad reactions after that, except for those two.
Not great. Oh, 15. I forgot my insight's pretty good.
Okay. What did you roll
Yeah,
for your perception, Clara?
14.
Okay. And what did you roll, Ether? Okay. Everyone kind of seems pretty distraught at what happened. Like, even, like, people who aren't really specifically showing it on the outside, you can still see kind of, like, where they kind of, like, slightly zone out and kind of think back to it.
And I am emitting an air of perfectly fine. According to Ether's 4, I guess.
You just can't read what emotion is going on behind her dead eyes.
A lot of screaming going on in there, but if you look at it, it just sounds like she's going, doo-doo-doo.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ready. You eventually all make it towards the ship. Yeah. It's still stranded, like washed up on shore. It looks like there's been like some movement backwards. It's just taken a bit.
Narissa, could you call any of your friends to help us get unstuck?
I have a feeling that my seahorses are not strong enough for that.
I think once we get some rest, I can try to make some water up here so it'll kind of push it back a little bit. I don't know if that'll help out the tide.
Maybe a tide will come in as well.
I could go for a short swim and see if there's anyone that's willing to help us. And by anyone, she does mean a whale.
Are we?
Oh, whale! I put my hand. Oh god.
I would say, are we just gonna go right back out there and just potentially fall asleep again? And
Well, the person who was behind the sleeping was the trial that we just did, was Reverie. Well, maybe because we passed the trial, we can leave. I would say, though, we should probably, spend another day here to recover before we start heading out, or try to start pushing ourselves.
If all else fails, when it's time to leave, I can ask Soraya if she can.
You just get a push from a god.
Yeah. She'll just let the tide roll in.
I go look up at the top of the ship as if I'm going to just jump on it and go, oh yeah, that's like 50 feet tall. I just start climbing the ladder.
Okay. You guys all get aboard the ship. Is there anything you guys do during that day that you guys are trying to figure out stuff, rest up, whatnot?
Vernon goes to his room and he modifies his gloves to where none of his skin is showing on both hands.
Hated that.
Yeah, that hurt.
That kind of hurt a little bit.
While you're in your room, Vernon, you also do notice, you look in like a handheld mirror that you have. It's beginning to reach further. It looks like it's around your heart, where your heart is.
He punches the mirror.
Okay.
Be
Solara's
careful, you don't
retreated.
have a lot of HP right now.
Mirror kills him.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Solara just retreats to her room. She's actually pretty upset because she again did not do anything and was useless. So she's just gonna hang out in her room for the most part.
Okay. You do still
Unless
have that. You do
needed.
still have that potion that they had found in the.
Oh yeah, she forgot about that. That's just chilling in her pocket.
Okay.
Narissa will spend her evening writing letters to Ember and Boudoir that she will never send.
Okay.
Seraphina will probably go check in on Vernon.
Okay. Vernon, kind of later in the night, you hear a knock at your door.
Vernon, can I come in?
Sorry, Penny's barking. Penny! Yes, you can come in. Penny, stop growling, please. This must be serious.
It's just Ragnorth growling in your mind.
Literally. At this
Ragnar
point-
is just a chihuahua. That's what we're going to learn at the end of this.
just a little pseudo dragon that Vernon just whatever.
It's
Continue.
a Mushu effect where it's against the shadow, so it looks big, and then he comes out and he's just Mushu, and we're like,
Oh my god,
you.
yes, please. That would be so funny.
She opens the door and walks in. How are you doing?
Not good.
You seemed a little stuck when we got to that last part, so I wanted to check in with you.
You were part of my dream. You know that?
Oh? What happened?
I killed you with my bare hands. This hurts.
But you haven't killed me. I'm right here.
Technically, you died, but then you came back to life. You
Yes.
can see now that his hands are now like completely covered and his mirror is broken.
Sorry, I'm seeing all the comments right now.
Sorry.
But again, I'm not dead. I'm right here. You're not dead. And we're going to figure a way to break this.
You can't save me anymore. And that's
You
when
don't
he reveals that it's now almost at his heart.
You see as the
Or
black
at it.
necrosis has like spread like down like part of his chest and is like inching more up towards his face as well.
As bad as that looks, though, you're still here, you're still breathing. We're not going to stop until we figure this out. Don't give up
Until
hope.
it kills you.
That's piracy. But we're not going to give up.
You
So
weren't
don't
the
give
only
up.
one. You weren't the only one. Everyone I cared about. Gone. Now, I don't know if my family's in danger. I don't know if they're safe. There's nothing I could do.
But it was just a dream at the end of the day. Albeit a very realistic one, and,
And that's why a group of our people went to Brimelight to check on them. Because they're not in danger.
I'm not saying that they're not in danger, period, but in these times when the Skeleton King is trying to do whatever that he's doing, I don't think it's really safe for much of anyone right now, it seems. But don't let what happened in those dreams get your hopes down and take your focus away from the goal of this mission.
Easier said than done.
What'd you say?
I said easier said than done.
Yes, well, I completely understand that, but I'm just saying don't lose hope. And I'm still here. If you need to talk, if you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
She'll squeeze his hand and then she'll leave.
He
Make a
very much
perception check.
flinches at that. Oh!
Make a perception check, Seraphina.
Oh god, okay.
Oh!
It's, 11 plus 4... 15.
Okay, I'll message you.
Okay!
Why can I not know? What the heck?
Okay, continue with everyone else doing whatever they want to do.
Ether wants to go check on Mariana.
I think, depending on what kind of day it is, if it is nighttime, she is out at the back of the ship that's toward like where the water is.
Okay.
And
It's probably whenever time Narissa is writing the letters, because it's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna leave her alone for that. Give her some privacy, and then goes to find Mariana.
I wanted to do okay. Yeah, I've been back at the ship. I don't know if you'll see if she comes up. So Mariana has been after spending time in her room. She waits until most people are off deck or not there, and kind of stands on the back of the ship to like overlook the water. And she started just looking down at it, and she is trying her absolute hardest to remember literally anything about who she is ever, and staring down at the water because the biggest remembrance she has of it is sinking into the water where she was found.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
19.
Okay, so you are kind of staring into the ocean that surrounds this island, and you're trying to remember before you get a flash. You are in the cargo bay of a ship, and there's someone next to you. Can't quite remember his name, but he's looking at you with like loving eyes. He holds your hand before you feel yourself get grabbed away from him, and you can hear him scream out before you are taken above board and you are killed and thrown into the water. You see pearls that you were wearing around your neck falling as you hit the water. And make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
As you're falling into the water, you can hear the name Crystal Caster, or the name Crystal, being shouted out with so much pain and anguish as before you hit, and you are like shaken by ether.
I remember Dalil calling me Crystal. Dalil
Mhm.
called me Crystal, right?
Yep.
Cool, okay.
You did.
I am staring into the abyss, which she does all the time, but just like a couple tears going down her face. She's just like staring.
Mariana?
Ether, hi.
Dumb question, but how are we holding up?
I know. I'm breathing.
Genuinely, how are you holding up?
How are you? How are you? Yeah.
That's
It.
not what I asked.
You looked a lot more fucked up down there.
That doesn't mean you're not fucked up either.
You looked worse. So. How you doing?
Tell me how you're doing, and then I'll tell you how I'm doing.
We're at an impasse, it seems.
Because you're not telling me, and I feel like you are actively. And they kind of like look over the water, and it's like, I don't think that I've ever seen you cry. There was the one time when you came back to life, I was basically choking you by how hard I was hugging you. I didn't see your face then, but maybe you cried. But I have known you for months, and never once have I seen you cry until now.
I look back down at the water. I'm not looking at you. Over the side. I don't know who I am either. I've only existed as Mariana for a couple years. Whatever I had, it's lost. What if I had something? What if I had a life that I don't know about? What if I had love?
What if you did? Say you did. You had everything. And maybe if someone snaps their fingers, you remember. What would you do if everything happened and you just remembered that you had everything in your life?
I would find it again. This ether. This is all I've ever had. And it's everything, but it's also nothing. After this is all done, everyone will leave again. Vernon will live. Talara will find Marin. Seraphina will go off to another captain. You and Marissa will run off together. It'll be nice. Most of my crew is dead. It'll just be me. And the sea. All again.
Mariana, I'm your friend. And I don't care what happens. You could have been the voice that was in everyone's heads you could have been the voice that was in everyone's heads when we were down there. But you are my friend. And like I take her hands and I'm like, I am never going to leave you behind.
I'm still not looking up at you. I'm avoiding eye contact at all costs. I say that. I leave all the time even when I don't mean to.
I will say it a million times, and I will say it a million more after that.
I understand it. I understand if you need to go.
That's not what we're talking about. And now you're turning the conversation back on me again. Because you don't want to talk about yourself.
I could talk about something else. Weather's kind of nice.
I want to hear about you.
I like the weather.
Hey. I didn't become a pirate just to find treasure and then run away. Even after what happened, I don't want to run again. And even if that means putting my life on the line, I will never prove that voice right. Not if I can help it. But
You guys all have lives. People. We'll get back to them. I'm gonna make
You
sure
have a
everyone gets
life
back to what they
too.
have. Technically, I think it's an unlife.
Still. Mariana? When was the last time you did something for yourself?
I don't know.
And you think that's a good thing?
I don't really have a choice.
Yes, you do.
No. Everything I do, everything I am, it all has to be for this.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
You are your own person. You can make your own choices. You can live your own life. Hell, if you want to, I will be the captain, so you can go out and have a life if you wanted to.
Oh God,
Mariana, you are not
a horrible captain. Don't ever say that.
okay. I won't say it, but Mariana, you are more than just a captain. You are my friend. You are everyone's friend, and please, just stop putting yourself in second place. I know that sounds hypocritical coming from me, but I don't want to see you go down the same path I did.
Just let me be alone for a while.
If you need me, you'll know where to find me. And then it's gonna turn and walk away.
She nods and leans over the side of the ship still. Wipes at her face.
You look off the side of the ship and another memory flashes. You're in a park and you sit across from a boy, a man that you've seen in your dreams before. It was always his face, always shrouded in darkness. But he's smiling at you, no longer shrouded in darkness, and you guys are enjoying a nice picnic as you look out from the park and you can see the sea. And you remember his name to be Aiden. He was your first love. You hear his voice, and it's the same voice that called out Crystal in that hurt, anguished manner. And I think that's what
I give a deep breathy sigh and just under my breath go, Aiden.
I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all for tuning in to episode 20 of A Parlous Voyage. We will see you all next time, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.
I want to know what Seraphina's